In this video, we are going to show how to root cuttings of Lemon Verbena. This elegant shrub is an interesting addition to any garden. In areas with colder winters, grow it in containers that you can carry indoors to protect it from the cold. Lemon Verbena is usually rooted in late spring. However, you can root it inside a greenhouse in the winter. I am collecting a few cuttings still with leaves in December, and I will root them indoors. Prepare the cuttings so each one has a convenient size, leaving only a few leaves. The bottom cut should be near a branch node, as the new roots will come from this area. You can also remove the leaves by hand. Leave just a few small leaves in each cutting. Cuttings without leaves can also root, especially in the spring. Rooting hormones will help in the development of new roots, so I tend to use them. Without hormones, the rooting process will also work, but can take a bit longer, depending on the temperature. If you use liquid or gel hormones, let them dry for a few minutes. When rooting inside a greenhouse, placing each cutting in a pot with a good draining mix is usually enough. Don't leave too much of the cutting above ground like this. Use smaller cuttings or taller pots. The young roots are quite fragile and don't like to be soaked in water. When the mix doesn't drain well, or if you overwater, the roots may rot and die. If the roots are damaged when potting up, the plants might react by dropping all the leaves, but they will bounce back quickly if the conditions are good. This plant responds well to fertilization when grown in pots, so you can add some fertilizer at least every couple of months. The rooting method I use for fig cuttings also works well with these cuttings. Check my other videos on rooting fig cuttings to know more about this method. When rooting in cocoa coir, it's easier to maintain the right level of moisture. Also, being an inert material, cocoa coir doesn't favor the growth of insects that damage the roots, like fungus gnats. With cuttings that can take a while to root, I like the control that this method allows. But there are some drawbacks, namely, you have to disturb the roots to place the rooted cuttings into a pot. With verbena being a bit finicky regarding root manipulation, this can lead to problems at this stage, so extreme care is recommended. Always use a good mix that drains well and avoid compacting it too much. Don't overwater the young rooted cuttings or the roots may rot and die. These young shoots have grown inside the box while rooting, so it's important to maintain a moist environment in the first few weeks after potting up. Even fresh leaves of lemon verbena will produce a wonderful tea infusion. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment and share the video to support the channel. Click the bell to receive notifications of new videos.